So for sleeping mats that I use, different prices, different shapes and sizes, different weights. We'll start with one of the budget ones, the OEX Traverse. I'll get it opens up, have we look at it. Small, compact size, which has a distinct advantage. About 350 grams, it's pretty lightweight. I have used this before. I'll let you know my thoughts towards the end. So we'll get that one blown up. So Flex Tail Gear Tiny Pump has a number of little nozzles with it. You should get a fit for whatever mat you're using, so we'll just try them. I haven't used it yet. Just give it a wee bit of a charge up. Like you hold. Yeah, quite a powerful little pump in it. So we'll find the little nozzle that fits this particular mat. That's doing a right job. It's turned into a magic carpet, starting to. So it's the OEX Traverse IMX. It's a very lightweight little mat and it's actually quite comfortable. Now we'll try another offering from OEX. We'll try the... Oh, is the dog starting as well? As soon as I start to speak, we have the lambs and then the dog's starting to go daft. So the OEX Evolution Prowl, 3/4 length. A little bit of a bigger size, but believe it or not, it's actually lighter than that one, the Traverse IMX. So pop this one out. It has a little wraparound system in it for snugging it up to put it away. Now, this is supposed to be 3/4 length, so just a wee comparison of the size there. If you're one of those ones that sleep with your knees to your chest, is perfect. I tend to do that sometimes too. You can see there's like a sort of a sticky lines here. That's to stop you shuffling it about and moving about on your tarp. So just pop that open. It's supposed to be self-inflating, but we'll see how that goes. So that's it open. Give it a second or two. Yep, starting to inflate nicely. So if that's sitting like that there, and you're on your sleeping bag, on top of that, you're not going to slip and slide all over the place. It's quite a good mat. Now, yeah, there's air going into it, but what I'll do is I'll try and find the little, bloody hell. So as we microphone keeps popping off, I'll give it a wee help. Put them beside each other. Oh, would you give over? What is wrong with you? I don't have any bottle for you. What are you at? Your mummy's up. Go and see your mummy. She's got a big set of udders. Where you go? I know. Right, so. Funny enough, my go-to mat is the Synmat by Exped. This fella here. Not least because it's extremely, well, it's slightly heavier than these two, but it's still light. It comes in at about 650 grams. What does it say? Does it say weight? 710 grams, 25 ounces. 710 grams, 25 ounces for all the oil people. Yeah, so 710 grams, not too bad, and a reasonably small footprint. We'll pop this bow open. So it has an inflate side and it has a deflate side, so make sure your deflate side is closed. And we'll just pop in the little, these are actually quite good. I'll just show you it again. Flex tail gear, tiny pump. Now I'm not sure how long it's going to last, but I would imagine you'll get a few pumps in one charge. You only really need 1 or 2 pumps anyway when you're out for a camp. But as I say, loads of little, handful of grass as well. Loads of different nozzles for different types of mats and whatnot. Very, very handy indeed. Comes in a little pouch to keep everything together. Right, so that one fits. Just pop the little air intake there. Pop that in and hit play. Hit play. Oh, God almighty. There we go. Yep. This seems to come out quite a lot. It's not a very particularly good fit, so you just have to hold it. Dogs are going nuts. I think it must be the Amazon man. I'm expecting a small parcel. Ever from yesterday, funny enough. Yeah, so that's about halfway there. This wee pump's great, Cinco. Thanks very much for the heads up on that bite. That'll save me huffing and puffing to try and get the thing up. This really is the last thing you want to do when you're just starting up camp. Just put that in there. So there's the Exped. Now, I would use this. You've probably seen a lot of my camps actually. I use that quite a lot because for me it's extremely comfortable. Extremely comfortable. We'll pop that one over there. Oh! Now the last one. Is the original Thermarest. This is a self-inflating bio. What are you got your head? You're going to get your head stuck. I've no bottle for you. Won't see mommy. Meh. You know that, or bev. They usually say bev or ma. Right. So Thermarest. Pop this one open. Alright, so just unwrap the Thermarest. Self-inflating, so just turn that nozzle. Give it a minute or two. Just a bit of a shake. Really, these self-inflating mats, I don't think they really do inflate that well, to be honest with us. Yeah, it seems to be, yeah, fair enough. But I normally just like to give them a few puffs, because if you're relying on just self-inflation alone, that's you'll be waiting a while. I must say, this little pump is excellent. It makes very, very short work of topping up your self-inflating mats and blowing up your ordinary mats. I think that's not too bad there. What's that like? Yeah, that's gonna be top up. Close the valve. There we go. Now, let's have a look. So there's 4 mats. As I say, you probably will have seen me use this one here the most, the Exped Synmat 7.5. It's an extremely comfortable sleeping mat. Pretty durable in so much as I have used that now for about 5 years. Never had an issue with leaks or going down in the middle of the night. I got the OEX Evolution basically because it was on sort of a special offer at Go Outdoors. It was half price, then there was a further reduction when you give them your card. Now I have used it. It's a comfortable mat, as I say. What I do like about it is these non-stick strips that are on there, so when you're on your sleeping bag on top of that there, you're not going to slide all over the place. I have a tendency to slide. If I'm in any sort of gradient at all, I will slide on the Exped. But the Exped, I wake up in the morning without any aches or pains or cramps or pressure sores on the hips or anything like that there. I have a side sleeper. This little boy here, the OEX, what's the bloody name of it? The yellow one. Traverse IMX. It's comfy, but what I find is no matter how hard I blow it up, now that was blown up by the pump now right enough, and that was right in. That is a comfortable wee mat as well. Actually, I'm going to actually try and use that a bit more. I like the sort of sail sort of a effect that it has. That's quite good for trapping pockets of warm air, etc. in cold camps. But yeah, 4 mats I would use in terms of, I use the Exped the most, the OEX Prowler if I'm going light. Haven't really used the OEX Traverse much. I'm going to start using it because I like the small form factor of it. And the Thermarest, it's quite, as you've seen earlier on, it's quite, strap that onto the top of your rucksack with your tent, or the bottom of your rucksack with your tent. Or you can just put it in straight down into your rucksack, depending on the size of your rucksack. I have a Wiseport Reindeer 75. Well, there's the whole gang over now. You had to wait till I started filming, didn't you? What's wrong with you? You're over there for an hour gawk. So anyway, yeah, Thermarest, extremely comfortable mat. Price-wise, between the 4 of them, the two most expensive are the Thermarest and the Exped, but you're going to get durability out of them. You're going to get, I suppose, the quality out of them. The OEX are cheaper, not by much cheaper, I must admit now, at the same time, but if you go to Go Outdoors, always look for little offers and discounts and whatnot, you know. The 3/4 length one I like, I've used it, it's a good job. I suppose if I were to pick a favourite, the fact that I use the Exped the most would probably mean it's the favourite, but it's only because I'm used to it and know I'm going to really get a really good night's sleep in it. But I think at the next camp, see, you can't really bring all 4 and try them all out at the one go. So I use the Exped on a regular basis. I've used the Thermarest on occasion, which is very, very comfy. The 2 OEX offerings from Go Outdoors I haven't used as much, but I will use them because the Traverse XL, or the Traverse, what is it called? I put these bloody letters at the end of it. Traverse IMX, whatever that means. I like the form factor of it. It's extremely small, packs up light. It is very light, and the Prowl, the 3/4 length Prowl, OEX Evolution 3/4 length Prowl, It's very lightweight as well, so it is, and it's a comfy one. And again, the non-stick or the non-slip strips on top of it there is a big advantage. If you're on any sort of a slope at all, or if I'm on a sort of a slightly inclined piece of ground, the Exped, I'm slipping all over the flipping place. Yeah, so 4 mats that I use, some more frequent than others, but all have their role in wild camps, I suppose. I suppose when you get used to something, you know, like I get used to taking the Exped all the time, so I just use it. I know I'm going to get a good night's sleep. So the next camp out, when we get out of this lockdown, I'll maybe leave the Exped and take one of these 3. Well, I know I'll get a good night's sleep in the Thermarest. I've used it on occasions. But the OEX ones, I must actually... I'll bring this one next. I'll take a chance. Well, I'm not really taking a chance because it is a comfy enough little mat, so it is. I'll take it with me. And simply because of the... means I get more beer into the rucksack, I suppose, because that's not taking up as much space. Or right, so that's that there. We'll have a look at the sleeping bag now. Can I help you? Pardon? Nah, I know. You sound a bit forlorn. Where's the stick in your... You're going to see when your head gets a little bit bigger, you're going to get stuck in there like last year. I had 3 long here all stuck at once. Just as well I was off, I was a bit throttled, wouldn't you? The grass on the other side has green. The grass is greener on the other side, isn't it? You have a whole field there, well, a whole paddock there, and you have to eat that grass there. Yeah. Cute. Right, so, my sleeping bag. The Corinthia Defence 4. It's a 185 size bag, 185 centimetres in length. This has a comfort rating down to about minus 15 degrees centigrade and a survival rating of about minus 35 degrees centigrade. It's a terrible bag for the summer, basically because it's too warm. You just use it as a duvet. But I have the Snug Pack jungle blanket and I have a Snug Pack sleeping bag. It's a 1 season stroke 2 season, so basically just for summer evenings. But this bad boy, I tend to take it everywhere. The reason I don't, you should never keep your sleeping bags compressed and stored away. Always keep them out so that they can loft and keep the nice loft characteristics of the fibres and the materials from getting compressed and squashed and ultimately from failing. But such a great bag. I mean, when you have that all zipped up, you have a wee space there for your face. Extremely cold conditions, but let's face it, we don't really get extremely cold conditions here in Northern Ireland. But at the same time, if you were to go further afield to Northern Canada, Ontario, which Bev has invited me over, thanks Bev, yeah, you will need something like this here. So basically it's, I have a sleeping liner for it as well, which I've never used. Great YKK zip. I mean that zip is incredible. I used to remember when I was younger with various sleeping bags, the zip would always snag and come out, disaster. But these here, absolutely brilliant. Nice foot box at the end, 2-way zip so you can have it up that way, and if you want a wee bit of ventilation, down that way as well for access to whatever. Have a great bag. Premium price for that. They are extremely expensive. All Corinthia products are extremely expensive. Packs down to this size basically. Plenty of compression straps just to really snug it up once it's packed up and ready to go. But I'm not doing that because I don't store it packed up. I keep it open. So yeah, a great sleeping system. Unfortunately, we didn't really get a chance to use the cold weather gear because of lockdown. It would have been nice actually with the Polish Lavu Outbacker stove combo to actually have got the benefit of it, but most of the cold months, or any sort of a cold spell we had, a wee bit of snow, we were all feckin' locked down, which was unfortunate, but no matter. We just have to get on with it and get out when we can, take advantage. So cabin fever is starting to kick in. So basically we're in a good place at the minute with regards to the way this bloody virus is going, the vaccine rollout, etc. So I can't foresee it being too long before I actually get out on a wild camp.